Hi everybody, Mr. Z coming to you live from my suburban home in Georgia. Today's lesson is about SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA stands for sine equals sine of theta equals opposite over hypotenuse, cosine of theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse, tangent equals opposite over adjacent. That means in a right triangle, if you have a theta, pretend theta's right there. Notice how if my elbow right there is theta, the side opposite is across from it. The adjacent side, adjacent means next to, that's a vocabulary term. Adjacent means next to, and the hypotenuse is always that diagonal part of the triangle. So we have leg, leg, hypotenuse. Opposite and adjacent are always the legs. So if theta was on my other elbow, this would be the adjacent side to it. This would be opposite. I always shoot for the opposite side first because the angle, the letter of the angle points right to it. So I label the opposite, then the adjacent, and then the hypotenuse. Some people like to always label the hypotenuse first. So what does that mean? Every right triangle is based on a unit triangle with a hypotenuse of 1. Sine, cosine, hypotenuse. Notice this is the x. Notice this is a y. Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. X over hypotenuse. When the hypotenuse is 1, like it is in a unit circle when you get there, the sine is the y value over 1. Cosine is the x value over 1. That's why when you work in a unit circle, along with this work, x and y are just cosine and sine. X comes before y, c comes before s. Very easy to remember, and so make the connections. Also, that's sine squared plus cosine squared equals 1, because the sine squared plus the cosine squared equals 1. It's all based on the Pythagorean theorem. As you change the angles, the sides change. As the sides change, the angles change. And again, cosine and sine are just x and y coordinates on a circle. That's all. So when you get to your unit circle, don't panic. It's just what is the x and the y coordinate at this location for the 30, 45, 60, and 90 degrees, and everything else going around the circle, which are all based on 30, 60, 90s, x, 2x, x radical 3, and 45, 45, 90s, x, x, x square root of 2. It all starts to come together, and that is essentially the beginnings of trigonometry. Cheers. Like and share.